I've been looking bummy for so long that it's not even fun anymore. Yeah. Thumbs in chat, guys. We're not watching any reaction videos today. We're just doing our makeup. We have a 90s theme. 90s Caribbean theme. 90s Caribbean theme. Games night. Oh my gosh, here we go. Let me even just leave it. Am I on live or not? Because honestly, I don't know anymore. So I accidentally can't. There. There we go. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Guys, I'm not gonna hold you. One of my biggest pet peeves is getting I need some concealer, man. Excuse me. I'm gonna do the under eye just a little bit. Upper lip. perfect. And you like kind of let it dry, but honestly, I don't have time today. So we're just gonna keep on going. Next, after the eyebrows, we're gonna blend them out, babes. Okay? Can't be walking around looking crazy. Well, my favorite, is this the brush that I use? Or is this brush not good? I don't think I use that brush anymore. That brush is dirty. Well, the brush that I usually use, guys, is dirty. So we're gonna use this brush instead. It's really dirty too, but. Okay, let's just at least watch something because I'm not gonna. I'm not sitting here in silence. No more. Oopsies. Let us watch. What should we watch? Let me see. Because I'm not sitting here and doing nothing for the next hour and a half. There's Perspect Blends. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on my recent video. Check out my live stream. Clearly it's got 5 views. Don't mind that I had to cut off, but we'll delete that later. I've watched everybody, to be honest. I need to watch this, but not right now. What should we watch? Let's go home. Nice. No, I don't want to watch no damn cooking. Sorry, I didn't mean to get carried away there. Why should we gospel music? We don't know. Let's listen to. DDG be making music? Oh my gosh, let's watch Divorce Court. Divorce Court. Married single mom. What? Okay, clearly I watched halfway. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Oh, golly. Oh, that's not playing yet. Me and his mama trapped in love. She looked good. Let's try to watch hers.
Miss Golston says the only thing more toxic than Mr. Gandy's narcissism.
Audio's not working for a particular reason. Thanks for the likes in the chat, guys. We're watching
Are the lies and manipulation.
Divorce Court because I can't play music and I can only sit and talk to myself for so long.
Today on Divorce Court.
Like, comment, chat. Make sure you guys base your opinions on. Sorry.
The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Can you hear it? Judge Starr! Because I can't play music and I can only sit and talk to myself for so long.
You made me see it.
Like, comment, chat. Thank you very much. Lucas there being in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I'm trying to get ready quick o'clock, but like I can't get ready without some noise, you know? So we are live with this Get Ready With Me. And now we're watching Divorce Court.
To Divorce Court as we try to evaluate
Episode 99.
this relationship can stand the test of time. There are a lot of issues that Ms. Golston is bringing to court, and I'd like to know why are we in divorce court today, man?
Right.
I am here in divorce court because
Hear that though,
I'm in a
girl.
relationship I no longer want to be in. It's very toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of the cheating, the controlling, and the manipulation.
What are you doing at Bramley without me? No, I missed that home.
Gandy, you all have been together for 2 years. You have one
No, I
child
missed
together,
that
a
place.
4-month-old daughter. But you've also blended your family. What do you say to Miss Golston's accusations?
Well, ma'am, from the first day that I met this beautiful lady here, she
Right.
gave me her heart, and I've had her heart with me ever since.
Right.
And I want to keep my family together.
So,
And I know in order for me to keep
going
my
on?
family together, I have to get the right counseling in order to push us towards that direction so that we can get our family back together.
Right.
What did you pull out of your pocket?
Her heart. She gave me a heart. It was a chain that when I first met her, it's a heart.
Her heart.
So you've been
And
carrying
I
it
keep
with
it
you?
with me everywhere I go.
So I need to
Sweetie.
find out, Mr. Gandy, have you been protecting that heart? It's one thing to have it, it's another thing to protect it. Miss Golston,
That
why don't
part.
you take me back to where you first met so I can figure out how you got to divorce court.
Okay. We met at work, a chip factory.
Oh boy.
He had this energy, this strong.
Guys, don't do no business in the business. Hey, if you're at work, go to work, clock in, get out. Even if you see somebody that you like, keep for a little bit, but keep it cute and keep it casual, because then you get mixed up like this, and now you have a 2-year-old, and now you hate each other. You can't go back to work. It's too much.
Personality that I love, and that's literally how we hit it off. Everything was good. He sold me this dream. I'm a man. Let me show you what a real man is. Show you how to treat a woman, and that's literally how it went until
When
I became pregnant. We moved in, and
you
just
got
disrespect.
preggers.
So in other words, Miss Golston, it started off like he was going to be your Prince Charming, but it turned into sort of the court jester.
Mm-hmm.
And you were
That's right.
saying that the relationship is not what you were sold. Am I correct?
Correct.
Mr. Gandy, do you agree with Miss Golston that what was promised was not fulfilled?
No, ma'am, I don't agree with that.
Oh gosh.
I believe that what she believed came off rude was her having a man that pushes her to be somebody that she can be, which is better than who she is right now.
Well, what's wrong with her? Because I think I'm looking at a very beautiful young lady. She is 30 years old. Are you working inside or outside of the home, or both?
Outside.
Okay. Do you contribute financially to your household?
Yeah.
You looked at me like, of course I do, and I love that.
Outside.
Okay. Do you contribute financially to your household?
Yeah.
You looked at me like, of course I do, and I love that. Stand in your truth. So, Mr. Gandy, what's wrong with her? Because I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of men that be like, okay, check, job, check, good mother, check, got a place to be. That all sounds check. Am I right, jurors? Hello?
Nothing's wrong with her. She is amazing. She just has dreams, and in those dreams, she has to be pushed towards those dreams. And if you don't do what's needed to push yourself towards those dreams,
What does that mean?
have a man that's pushing you.
I see what you're
You have a
saying.
man that's pushing you towards those dreams.
clear
It may
throat.
come off as if I have a vision, and in that vision, she has a vision as well. So if I'm going to be her support factor in that vision, I have to push her towards that vision.
Let me see what that support looks like. Do you work outside of the home, Mr. Gandy?
I do.
So everybody's contributing financially to the household?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me go back to you, Miss Golston. This sounds like maybe there was a communication issue, but you're saying not at all, Judge. There's some red flags,
Yes.
and that the defendant has been manipulative.
killing
Am I
me.
correct?
Yes.
Why don't you tell me what you're talking about?
Off jump, I did not know he was married.
Excuse me?
Off jump, I did not know he was married.
She's just
Married?
He's married. Married with an M. Nuts.
My notes say y'all have been together for 2 years, and you have a child together.
On paper.
When we first got together, I did not know off jump. I didn't find out until months in. And then months after that, I found out I was pregnant.
Okay,
You're
let me
that
go
more
on over
job,
to you,
bro.
Mr. Gandy. You're married?
Like,
Yes, ma'am. I can't stand in line. This truth, ma'am. Yes.
No, you well.
he
Clearly
said, yes, ma'am. I'm married. This is nuts.
was some lying at the beginning.
Actually, it wasn't, ma'am.
So did you tell
Right.
Miss Golston that you were married
I sure did, ma'am. I beg to differ.
from
I-
day one?
From day one.
She's pretty.
I told her that I was married. And continued
So
to
then-
go on with that because I had not spoke with my wife. I haven't spoken with
So,
her.
so why are you looking for me in the workplace when you need to go sort it out with your wife at home? Your married wife, you know. Not girlfriend of long term. Your married wife.
2
Okay.
years. And I was raised in a Baptist home. So once I got married, I didn't think that I would ever get a divorce. And that just wasn't the one for me.
Okay. So
She's who I want to be with now. And I just don't know how to go about getting the divorce now.
You in divorce court?
right. You don't know how to get a divorce.
What
Open up a book.
part of I'm in divorce court presently with my girlfriend, but I don't know how to get an actual divorce from my wife.
Somebody.
Don't you get? I'm confused. I'm really confused. This is a very easy thing to go down to the civil courthouse.
It's a very easy
to file
thing.
papers to say that I am ready for a divorce. I
Ready
have
for
not
divorce with this person.
spoken to my wife. We have been living apart separately for X amount of years. In every jurisdiction, it's over 30 days. That's called abandonment. And then you will move forward. I just gave you $650 worth of legal advice, okay?
That
just
part.
so that you're very clear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right?
That part.
Oh, and Corey, that was the discounted price because he's in my court.
Discount.
Discounted
So
price,
you
and she gave it
went
for
on
free.
with this relationship, and I have to take you to task, Miss Golston. Be very clear. No matter what happens in your relationship, you still a girlfriend.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She sound like she can cry.
My phone is blowing up, blowing up.
Who's blowing up the comments?
Jason, yelling, "Where's my baby? Where's my baby?"
Where's the baby
You know,
girl?
he pops up at the job, making a complete scene.
Mm-hmm.
Then after he made that scene, he went and disappeared for 6 days straight. And then I had the nerve to ask me, did I learn my lesson?
I learned my lesson is crazy. I hate partners that try to teach their partner something like they're in grade
Yes,
school.
that was a red
Did you
flag.
learn your lesson?
That had to be
Man,
one
what?
of them, but there's more, right?
You just talk to me like an adult. What are you trying to talk to me like I'm in preschool?
Comes to childcare. With our baby, I had to do a 12-hour shift that night. Normally he gets the baby so I can go in early, have her for a little while, then he drops her off, and then he comes to work. I'm calling, no response. Texting, no response. So I don't know if you're asleep or you're just completely ignoring me. At this time, I have to be at work.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have a job. I have to have a sitter. Sitter was out of town at that moment. So I have no choice but to take her to a family friend so I can make sure I still have income coming.
Was the family friend somebody responsible?
Yes. She babysits the other 2 children.
Oh, she babysits your older children.
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
I take my baby over there and I go to work.
Okay.
As I go to work, my phone is blowing up, blowing up.
What's going on?
I answer, it's Jason. Yelling, "Where's my baby? Where's my baby?" Next thing you know, he's
Did he
popped
say?
up at the job, making a complete scene. So now I have to be embarrassed because you can't control yourself. All you had to do was answer the phone. You didn't want to do that.
But wait a minute, isn't it his job also?
Oh, jeez, thank you.
Yes.
So
We
but,
both work at the same job.
but you showed up at the job
But
at
had I made a scene, Judge, I would be fired. I would be terminated. I still currently work at that job. There had not had to be a scene. There was no scene. Did I come up there and start something? Yes. And scene?
Yes.
No, ma'am. Did I come find out where my daughter was? Yes, ma'am. I sure did.
So I'm not going to argue with whether or not there was a scene. Mr. Gadget said he didn't make a scene. You said it was a scene. What happened with the baby? That's what it's
The
important.
baby, she was still at the center. Oh, how can you leave my baby with a stranger? She's a stranger in your eyes because I asked you if you want to meet her.
And how long has she been sitting for your other children?
Since my firstborn was months old.
But Mr. Gandy, this seems like a responsible person. She already knows the children, and more importantly, the babies.
There's so much things that can go into getting somebody to watch your children. Like, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't want to be speaking through fear or anything like that. And I've never had any experience personally being left in the care, or I never had a bad experience of being left in the care of somebody besides my parents or my siblings. So I definitely am thankful for that. As I get older and you hear stories and, you get to the age when you're preparing for kids, thinking about kids and all these things. And honestly, I don't want to be in the position to having to leave my kid with anybody that I don't know, even though, I don't feel like I would have to because my family unit is pretty strong. But, I have to leave it. I have to leave my son with so-and-so. Don't even know who so-and-so is for real. And, that's just scary. But in their case, the woman sounds like a trusted family friend. So, I don't know.
Sister and brother are there with her already. Am I right?
Not that night. No.
Okay,
It was
but
just the baby.
she knows the other children.
Yes.
I don't understand the problem. Help me.
Let me help you.
Yeah, please.
So, I had a son die on my birthday.
Oh.
So, when it comes to the traumatic experience of having my son die on my birthday, it's very difficult.
That's very
to put
sad.
my child in the care of someone that I do not know. Stranger, it's a problem. And I feel I have a right. My child died at 6 months, and our child now is 5 months. It's a girl. That 5 months, I have not even collected my thoughts to get past if she's gonna make it to 6 months.
Fair.
Because I lost my child at 6 months.
100% fair.
So,
What was the circumstances that he lost the son? Was it health related? What was the circumstances that you lost your son? Honest fear for sure, being fearful of losing another child around the same age that you lost your previous child. But what were the circumstances? I'm not saying that his feelings are not justified. Obviously, that's justified. But there's no but. However, what were the circumstances for the first child? I don't know. I don't have no kids.
the courtesy as my woman to not just give my child to anyone that I do not know of and I have not met. To add to that, she did give my child to this young lady, and she had to take off of work because this young lady called her and told her that our baby was crying and her anxiety was up and she couldn't control it.
This happened at this whole incident is the same incident?
No, ma'am, this is not the same incident. This is another incident.
So this woman sat for the baby.
Where's the babysitter? She didn't want to come to the courtroom. She needs to come to the courtroom and speak her truth, because who do we believe now? We don't know.
For this or after?
One time I believe, correct?
Yes, this was the first time that she watched the baby and everything. Meanwhile, before that, hey, do you want to talk to her? Because if she can watch the baby on Sundays, then she would be a primary caregiver on Sundays. That still has yet to happen. Then after he made that scene, he went and disappeared for 6 days straight. And then had the nerve to ask me, did I learn my lesson?
The issue is you're wanting to ride around and do all these errands, but yet and still when you come back, the needle is on E, and now I have to be the one to put the gas back in the car.
Is he upset about gas? He's upset about putting gas in the car. Oh boy.
I mean,
What'd he say?
but yet and still when you come back, the needle is on E, and now I have to be the one to put the gas back in the car.
Sometimes you just gotta put gas in the car. I mean, you just have to do it.
And now them giving them a round of applause. Man, go put the gas in that car, man. Stop making us feel bad for you that you gotta go put gas in the car, man. Go on, man. I put gas in the car, man. Not my car, I put gas in the car. My car, put gas in the car. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. And especially some women are a little fearful of going to the gas station late at night, depending on where you live, all these things. But as a man, stand up. Stand up and go put that $15 in the gas tank. Stand.
Mr. Garrity, what would make you walk away from your children when you just told me this amazing story?
I didn't walk away. I walked away from her.
No. The children were with her. Did you take the baby with you?
No, ma'am. But I made sure that the baby had diapers. I made sure that she had everything that she needed. Although, yes, I did leave. The baby and her, they wanted for nothing.
But I'm not talking about wanting for anything. What the jury and I are trying to figure out is if that level of anxiety exists for her dropping a baby off at a sitter that she actually knew, but you didn't have that level of anxiety of leaving her for 6 days with a baby.
If after losing the child, and someone goes through that traumatic experience, and someone that can say they care for me can just place the hand of my child in a complete
Sir,
stranger.
I'm sorry. You cannot look me in the eye and tell me that you care so much about this baby that you got angry with this woman for leaving her with a responsible sitter, and then you walk away for 6 days. Whatever excuse you got is ridiculous.
6 days is kind of crazy.
That's silly. That does not work for me. So you can just stop talking about this incident because you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days is kind of a lot.
Walks away from his family for X amount of days and does not be in contact with the mother of his child is an irresponsible man. Period. That's it. Done. Next story.
controlling.
Controlling. He's cheap.
When I met him, he didn't have a vehicle. I had a car. I let him use the car.
Why would you let
work.
the man use the car?
I'm using the car, and then it slowly just go into his hands. I can't no longer use my car because
Ladies, don't let nobody use your car. Men, don't let nobody use your car. Everybody get their own car.
Making the payments. Then get into an accident with my car.
Oh
then
boy.
my car get towed.
Oh boy.
Payment issues. Didn't get the car back, so it stayed wherever it was, and whatever they do.
So you went from having a car to a messed up car to a towed car.
To no car.
I would have lost my mind.
And then he said, "Oh, I saved up enough money. We're gonna get us a car. I'm gonna give you a copy of the key whenever you need it." Blase, blase. A month before our baby came, he go gets a car and tells me I cannot drive that car. I cannot touch it. I can't go nowhere. I will have to ask him. Meanwhile, I have to cancel appointments, reschedule appointments, waiting on him.
Mr. Gandy?
Absolutely not.
When I got her pregnant, that was my responsibility. She was my responsibility. So therefore, she had low iron. She couldn't work. I took care of everything.
Okay.
She no longer had to worry about anything when it came to the car. She's wanting to go different places, and I'm the only breadwinner right now. Not that it's a problem, because she's pregnant, so she's incapable of actually bringing in some money. Fine, that's not the problem. The issue is you're wanting to ride around and do all these errands, but yet and still when you come back, the needle is on E, and now I have to be the one to put the gas back in the car.
Okay, Mr. Gandy, you heard man, married though you are, and you are the father of her child, and that doesn't make
Sometimes you
sense.
just gotta put gas in the car, man. I mean,
I'm cutting off the judge.
you just have to do it.
Don't put gas in the car.
I didn't expert witness. Thank you. I mean,
You want me to feel bad that you have to go put the gas in the car? Isn't it your car? Didn't you just let the car go? You the one who got the car towed, mantled, and all these things, and now you're complaining that you have to go put gas in your own car? No, man. This is a strong woman. That is a strong woman. She's a strong woman. Strong
do
woman.
some errands. She's pregnant with your child. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you do in a relationship. You help each other out. And how you gonna tell her she can't drive the car? That sounds controlling.
Okay.
Okay. Crazy.
I'm trying to figure out
Crazy.
where you're coming from on this. Why do you think you have to control everything in the relationship?
I don't have to control anything. If it's controlling, she can she can be by herself.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
If I'm not making you happy, if I really love her, to love her is to let her go if I'm not the one to make her happy, because therefore there's someone out there
And
that's
if you
willing
love
to
her,
make
you're
her
gonna
happy.
try. You're gonna figure
Hold
it
on.
out.
If
You're
there's
gonna
someone,
fix it.
there's someone that's out there that will love her. There's someone that's
You're
out
gonna
there
put in
that
the
will
work.
love me properly as well. If she can't give it to me, there's always someone out there better. And I'm not speaking from my perspective. I tell her all the time, if I'm not the man to give you what you deserve, I'm not gonna hold you.
Good. Miss Golson, look at me. Baby, you are not going to cry one more tear over somebody that does not deserve it.
Oh boy.
You are a
I'm not finna sit up
stunningly,
there either.
excuse me,
No, my baby, I'm
no,
not gonna let you cry.
manipulative, controlling.
Sir.
Sweetheart.
Sir.
I'm not gonna let you cry like that. Now they giving me a wrong perception of me.
Corey, please escort the defendant back to the defense
Sir, can I have
table.
you take your place?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Miss Golston, I can see your dynamic right now. This is, first of all, you're so beat down that you lean your head down when I'm talking to you. You're a grown woman and another grown woman is speaking to you. Stand in the space that God has created for you and quit accepting something less.
Gosh.
You should never make somebody your number one who you make a priority when you're their number two and it's just an option. That is all that you've been. You are an option.
True.
You are a stunningly beautiful young lady, clearly industrious, clearly do what she needs to do in order to make it work. But you have to get up off the floor and stop letting people walk all over you. You are a doormat right now. And
Hello, somebody.
I don't. Because for the first time, you need to know in front of other people, you can stand on your own. You can stand on your own. In my court papers, you said you want your keys back. Are you ready to walk away? Or are you going to sit there and take this? Because I saw him manipulate you just now. I saw him walk over and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. If that's what you want, then I'm going to stand with you. Because, baby, as Vivica says, if you like it, I love it.
Seriously.
But then don't come back to me.
Don't come back.
Okay? Don't ask for my help anymore. Because I'm letting you know right now, woman to woman, you need to walk away.
She ain't going nowhere.
Miss Goldston?
Oh my God.
Is he right?
Yeah.
Answer the judge.
Is he right?
She don't know.
He's right. You have my verdict, and you both deserve each other.
She don't know.
Oh.
Ugh. Nuts. Nuts. Look at them.
This is not funny.
Nuts.
It's not going to show.
She in handcuffs.
Made in Georgia.
I don't know why they changed it to that Megatron voice, but alright then. Well, I cannot see a dang thing about how I look. So. Let's do this then. Is that me?
Mrs. Wiley says that after 7 years of selfish behavior, lackluster sex, and secret sex tapes,
What?
she's ready to close the book on her marriage. Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Wiley v. Wiley.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Wiley and Mr. Wiley. Welcome to Divorce Court. I'm glad to have you both here. And welcome to Divorce Court, everyone. Today we have a married couple that have been together for 10 years. They've been married for 7 years. They've built a life together. But Mrs. Wiley says that life is over because she can't trust her husband. Let's see if we can't figure out if it really is over. Mrs. Wiley, why are we in court today?
Well, Judge, I'm here today because I have reached my breaking point. I've had it up to here with this man, okay? He is selfish, he's a cheater, and we don't have a sex life. So I'm here to finalize my divorce today.
You brought papers to court.
I brought papers to court.
Okay, so we are not playing anymore.
Oh, no.
Mr. Wiley, you heard what your wife said. What do you say, sir?
I disagree. I'm here to save my marriage. I want to salvage our relationship. She is the love of my life.
Nails is clean though.
To see exactly what I'm here for. Let her know once this lie detector test comes back, to let her know that I have been faithful to her the entire time. I want her to know that I'm the best thing that ever happened to her.
So you are here to fight for your marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
But Mrs. Wiley says that maybe a case of a
It's
little
too late.
Too late. 10
too
years,
late.
bro.
Too late.
Well, why don't you take me back? Because I'd like to go back to the time when it was some daisies and daffodils and butterflies. How did you all meet? And then what got us to this point, Miss Wiley?
Okay, so we met in church. We grew up in church together.
That's a good place to start.
So, I mean, we grew up, I used to call him names, big ears and stuff. So we didn't really care for each other when we were children. As we got a little older, I guess he started looking at my page, and I had posted some food. I made a 5-course meal. Of course, I can cook. And he shot me a DM. He's like, let me get a plate. I said, okay, yeah.
Jeez.
Like, he was shocked.
That's joking.
He was like, okay. But he shot me his number, and he was like, hey, probably not today, but another time. So I'm not going to lie. I kind of played around with it a little bit. He chased me for about 6 months. I stood him up twice. I work. I do work, but yeah, I'm a single woman and I look good. So yeah, I made him work for it.
Good for you.
So I had a Halloween party at a bar. He ended up coming up there. And we
Halloween party after you met church.
And I was like, okay, I thought about it. So then I was like, okay, let me see. So then we actually went on a date. And then we just started doing some things, you know.
And you dated for 3 years before you got married, right?
Yes, and it was like I'm not the type to propose to her and like keep lagging on. I proposed to her, and like we got married like maybe a year and a half later.
Okay.
So it didn't take long.
We got married a year and a half after we proposed. He proposed at my sister's birthday, which was really nice and everything. But we did a lot of stuff. I mean,
don't be proposing at my birthday. No.
We waited about 7 months or so before we actually moved in together.
What changed?
Oh, so I say about 3 years ago.
Okay.
His cheating. Okay. Emotional. Like he's just selfish. He only worries about him. He doesn't care about me or my kids. Sometimes I feel like. The lies. He's sneaky. He's really sneaky.
Wow, Mrs. Wiley seems like she has a litany of things that have gone wrong. Why don't we start with selfish? Give me an example of his selfishness.
Okay, well, first example why he's selfish is I had a major surgery. Right? And he knew this. I was like, we need to stack our money, get our papers together because I'm going to be off for 6 weeks. I cannot move.
How long did you, was this an emergency or did you plan it ahead of time?
No, it had to be emergency because it was like a life or death surgery for me.
Emergency.
Okay.
So
Remember that.
I had to actually do it. So,
okay.
And he knew how important it was. As you can see on the screen, I was out of it.
You were out of it.
Last minute and we didn't really have an option. Not a lot of people knew, but he was one of them. And I told him, like, hey, let's get this money together. We have to have bills paid. My mom told me let him be the man and let him be the provider and stuff. So I try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Had you all been sharing things up until that point? Like you contribute, he contribute, whatever y'all needed to do for the family? Is that where
we were in a roommate marriage, so 50-50 was what it was.
Okay, I understand.
So I do have my business, and I did save my money as much as I could. But I had to pay $10,000 up front for the surgery out of my own pocket. He didn't help me pay for that.
Okay.
So that's where it kind of went from there. So he knew how hard I was working for that. So when 2 days later of me getting home in bed rest, we had a light bill. I mean, we had the money for most of it, but I guess it was summertime, so it was like a little bit more expensive. I asked him for it, and he didn't have it. And I had to literally go back and do some more clients for my business, in stitches and all, in pain. I'm not even supposed to be standing.
What kind of business do you have?
I have body contouring business, so it's like it's me standing up.
You mean the kind where you have to
got a
manual
and pull, and
Ooh.
I don't think he understood at all, like how I had to do it by myself, and I'm married to this man.
Oh boy!
And my mother told me to let him lead the way, and he let me down.
Yeah, that was
Mr. Wiley. What happened?
That's not true, Your Honor.
I'm listening.
When she went into this emergency surgery, she was in pain at home. Everybody came over to check
Always
on
in
her.
pain.
And she's been in pain almost since we started dating. I took her to the emergency room on one of our dates.
Okay.
And so
clearly this was an issue, a health issue.
And so, but this was like off and on, like maybe twice a year or.
Well, this time clearly it became so serious that she had to go and have the surgery. I just want to know what happened when it came time to pay bills.
When it was my time to pay bills, I paid bills. She was now back working 2 days later. It was like more like a week later.
That is
I still held everything down for almost 2 months.
Lies. Lies, and lies.
Why is there such a opposite perception of what that time was like?
I had a hysterectomy. I was bleeding out of my body. I had to have help going to the bathroom.
I helped her go into the bathroom. I slept in the hospital with her that night.
I have 3 children to live for. This is a life or death surgery for me.
She survived, right?
I beg your pardon?
She survived.
Gosh.
So when she...
Guys, I think I'm doing my face because I can't see. Let me see. Yeah, looks good. Actually, I'm not done.
Okay, put everything on my shoulder. I took ahead of it. Yes, it was a little bit of a struggle for me because this was all brand new to me. I still took over everything. I was taking over all the household bills. She wanted me to take over all of her bills on top of mine, included.
See, that's where we have a problem because it's 50-50. Like, it's not his bills, our bills. It's our bills all the way total.
What I mean by her bills, like she has a car note. I have a car note. that's not part of our household bills.
So
I was paying the mortgage, I was paying cable, I was paying water, I was paying the lights.
I had a hysterectomy. I was bleeding out of my body. I can technically not even really move at all. I had to have help going to the bathroom.
I helped her go into the
So
bathroom.
why-
I slept in the hospital with her that night. When they tried to.
why is there such a
right.
opposite perception of what that time was like?
Because he doesn't get it. Because he hasn't had anything major. And like, I have 3 children to live for. This is a life or death surgery for me. Having hysterectomy is not easy. And being like the fact that I was in a 5-hour surgery and it was a little bit longer than expected, I can't physically do anything and I feel weak and that puts me down.
Miss Wiley, you don't have to justify the kind of surgery. Miss Wiley, did you understand that she may have been having physical symptoms throughout your relationship, but when a woman goes to the hospital for an emergency hysterectomy,
She survived, right?
I beg your pardon?
She survived. What my point is, I helped her go into the bathroom. I was waking up in the middle of the night, getting out the bed, actually literally picking her up, taking her to the bathroom every night. I helped her with that. When she was in the hospital, I slept in that uncomfortable couch. I was there. When she got back, I was there every time. I stopped what I was
Blue
doing to
Blazer
make
is
sure
not
I was
happy.
there, taking her to the bathroom every night. I helped her with that. When she was in the hospital, I slept in that uncomfortable
Blue Blazer
couch.
is getting
I was there.
personal.
When she got back, I was there every time. I stopped what I was doing to make sure I was there for her.
I really wish I had my phone because my husband did something particularly nice for me.
Okay.
He had been working all last week and he jumped on a plane after being in his courtroom to go and meet me for an important dinner. To jump back on a plane to get back to be in his courtroom. And I sent him a note that said, I thank you so much for doing that for me. And his response was, I don't need credit for stuff I'm supposed to do. My hand to God.
No, well, the reason why I mentioned that because she mentioned that I wasn't there for her
That's also
mentally,
true.
emotionally, or financially, which I was there for all 3.
But I understand the intimacy is gone and I'm not surprised.
No, we did not have a sex life, okay?
What does that actually mean? You don't have a sex life?
The lack of sex we had, and we went on a vacation last year around his birthday
Remember that.
for Jamaica.
Your birthday.
Around for my birthday.
Let me finish my story. Thank you. I said, this is your last straw. You better step up the sex game, okay? I think bacon sex is the best sex you should be able to have. Get a little freaky, a little kinky, mess with somebody else's sheets, and then go home. That's what you're supposed to do. So we fly out there. We got rum punches when we get off the plane. Everything's good. He's telling me what things he gonna do to me. So we get back to the room. I brought some sexy stuff too. I brought the mesh, the see-through. I brought a little bit of everything. We get the party started, and a minute, 2 minutes later, done. Well, he's done. I'm not. What about me?
She's upset.
Your Honor, this is my 40th birthday.
That's funny.
We went to Jamaica. I had to pay my half of the portion of this trip. She did not give me a birthday present. She did not do anything
my
special
birthday.
for me that first night. It's supposed to be for my birthday. This is my milestone birthday.
The two of you very clearly are over it.
Look at your bank statement.
was fast.
Looking for anything, but I'm like, oh, you went out to eat somewhere. You got me a couple co-workers. First you said co-workers went out. As a woman, we're gonna keep pressing the button and be like, okay, to pull it out of him, it ended up being his ex.
Nice. You're gonna do a little mascara.
A lot of it has to do with the cheating, Your Honor. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been friends since day one, so I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay, so let's start with the date. He went on a date with his ex-girlfriend.
That's
In
insane.
the middle of your marriage?
In the middle
Right
of
before
your
we were
marriage.
Engaged.
Okay.
So he calls me and he knows I'm headed to get my hair done. That's going to be a 3-4 hour event. So he's like, are you coming home before you go? I was like, no, I'm just going to go. Got home later, didn't think about it. 2 days later, he was like, oh, something's wrong with my account. I said, let me look at your bank statements, okay? Let me go through the thing. I'm not looking for anything, but I'm like, oh, you went out to eat somewhere. Oh, this is a little bit more than you spent. Did somebody go with you? Did you pay for somebody? He was like, well, me and a couple of co-workers. First he said co-workers went out, and then he proceeded to say, oh, it was one co-worker, a female. As a woman, we're going to keep pressing the button and be like, okay, to pull it out of him, it ended up being his ex. And I'm over here looking at him like he lost his everlasting mind.
The ex just happened to be there. I was there at the bar, and she just happened to be there.
And you just happen to pay for everything, and you just happen to get caught.
No, I did not happen just to pay because she did send me the money for that. She just her card wasn't working or something. I don't know. One of them.
Mr. Wiley, you lied when you didn't have to. It's never the actual act. It's always the conspiracy and the cover-up. Always.
He cheated on me in our marriage too.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I had a coworker reach out to me this time. And, you know, I was like, oh, another situation. I have evidence of a woman sending me a text message about my husband, what he did at work for her for Valentine's Day. Granted, I didn't get flowers. I didn't get I love you. I didn't get card.
Hey, girl. Just thought you should know. Your husband been flirting with my friend. He bought her some beautiful flowers for Valentine's Day. Also, he doesn't wear his ring to work.
And he ain't what?
Just wanted to let you know he ain't, and I can pretty much know what that is.
You know what? I try not to get upset.
I did not buy this girl any flowers. I did not buy anybody anything. That's why I took a lot to take the test.
I don't know who's lying and who's not, but I do know that you submitted to a polygraph examination.
Yes, I did.
Because I'd like to put this to rest once and for all.
Yes, sure.
I don't know if he's lying or not. Questions,
yes,
and I'd like to get those results. Will you ask the expert to join us, please, Corey?
Yes, ma'am. So,
good day, Your Honor.
Good day, Mr. Yarborough. Please state your name and professional affiliation.
Certainly. My name is John Yarborough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner, also a member of the American Polygraph Association. I've conducted hundreds of polygraphs for numerous law enforcement and other public safety agencies across the state, as well as professional and private polygraphs.
I actually asked you to put 3 questions to the defendant at his request. He wanted to willingly submit to a polygraph examination.
That is correct.
The first question I asked you to put to him was, we asked Mr. Wiley, did you engage in any sexual activity with your ex-girlfriend on the night you admitted to going out with her?
My guess is no. He probably went out to dinner with her, but I'm praying that he didn't do nothing crazy.
I had to modify that question during the interview.
What does that mean?
Now that concerns me. What was the modification?
Well, during the pre-test interview, we had a discussion, and during that discussion, I was explaining the definition of sexual contact.
So you wanted to be fair.
Yes, ma'am.
Will you do me a favor for the record and explain the definition for me?
Sexual contact in the context of a polygraph examination includes any type of contact from kissing,
anything, right?
Fondling, groping,
right?
You know,
groping. Get off me, man!
By each party or one of the parties.
So what was the modification of the question?
Well, during the pre-test interview, Mr. Wiley then stated that there may have been activity that would have met that definition of sexual contact. In discussions with him, he said it was one time, so I modified the question to say, other than the one time you mentioned today, have you had any other sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend?
And what was Mr. Wiley's answer?
His answer to that was no.
And what did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination result indicated
it was unclear.
There was no deception indicated to the modified question.
So we know. Don't clap! Don't clap! Don't clap!
He didn't want.
Excuse me! Don't clap because the question was modified. That was not the question I put to you. It was modified because of a self-admission. Excuse me. Am I correct, Mr. Yarborough?
That is correct, Your Honor.
I asked you to put a second question. We asked Mr. Wiley, did you send flowers to that coworker that texted your wife on Valentine's Day?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Wiley's answer?
His answer was no.
What did the test results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was deception to that question.
You see?
This face.
What? This is what I'm talking about.
What?
There was a third question.
Wiki, what?
We asked Mr. Wiley, in the last 10 years, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than your wife?
That is correct, Your Honor.
What was Mr. Wiley's answer?
Mr. Wiley admitted during that question that there had been multiple times during the 10 years.
You see?
Miss Yarborough?
It's a joke.
Thank you so very much.
You're
Aww.
welcome, Your Honor.
That's sad.
It's a joke. Oh, this
Mr. Wiley, I don't even know why you came to court if you knew good.
I don't even know why you came.
Had self-admitted to violating your marriage, and you knew that your wife was ready to walk out. You knew that, sir.
Wanted this is the voice?
Yes, I think you want this divorce. Yes, I think you
Lower your voice.
Miss Wiley, apologies. Did you bring divorce papers?
Yes, I did.
I'd like to see them.
Oh, see you never.
Thank you very much.
That's sad.
Oh, wait a minute now.
It's a final decree.
You already,
I filed last year in October.
you served him, and you have now got the final degree of divorce.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
Would you like me to ask for his signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Wiley, your wife wants you to sign these papers. She done.
I'm done.
She done, Miss Wiley.
There's no saving it.
Corey, stand by.
So we need.
Thank you very much. Miss Wiley, I don't think I have ever done this. But Corey, I don't need you.
All right.
Corey, please come get Miss Wiley. Walk out of here into your new life. File them papers and tell this boy to go somewhere.
Thank you.
Yeah, boy. Get on.
In my entire time of sitting here, I have never seen somebody say they were fighting for their marriage and they do such dog stuff like this. Miss Wiley, I am sorry for you.
Don't be.
That's my verdict.
Did you just say don't be?
The answers that you were looking for?
I got all the answers I was looking for. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts my feelings to know that I was right about my intuition.
Don't be embarrassed.
Right.
I mean, you had to do what you had to do.
It's like-
You had an intuition for a reason.
It's 10 years of
10
my
years.
life wasted for
That's
no
a lot.
reason and nothing to show for it. I don't even being cheating on me constantly.
It's not time wasted, it's a lesson learned. They
Always say that. This is lesson learned, girl. Girl, you learned your lesson, girl. Anyways, guys, I'm pretty much done my makeup. Thank you so much for watching my live. And I'm going to put the rest of my life together. Let me spray my face, actually. This is empty. And I just bought some 2 days ago, bro. That's one setting spray, and this is the next one. I want on my nose. Man, I want on my nose. But yeah. Thanks for watching. This is the final look. Yeah. Let's see what it look like in all the lights. Okay. Okay. You guys, enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for watching.